Rated PG-13.
The majority of the Upper Peninsula tomorrow will reach the 50s. Marquette a little bit chilly and will stay cloudy for tomorrow. And I'll have your Memorial Day weekend outlook coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, President Trump continues to push his big, beautiful bill. Plus, Michigan's Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson is under fire from House Republicans. And we take a closer look at day one of the Michigan Veterans Leadership Summit at NMU. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
First look at your forecast here. We'll have fairly comfortable temperatures overnight and we'll have cloudy skies. We're going to start to get that northern wind into effect as we head through the rest of the week, so it's still going to continue to be a bit chilly than a lot of you probably wish out there, especially for Marquette. For tomorrow, we start with overcast skies and we'll see a few rays of sunshine peeking out through the afternoon and into the evening time, but it's going to be hard pressed to get into the 50s, and I'll have your full details on the rest of the Upper Peninsula for the rest of the week and Memorial Day coming up in just a few seconds.
Kelly, thank you very much. President Trump and Republican House leadership expressed confidence today that lawmakers will pass what the president calls his one big beautiful bill. Erica Brown has the latest from Capitol Hill, where the president paid a visit today to persuade holdout Republicans to get behind the legislation.
President Trump emerged from a meeting with House Republicans sounding optimistic about the passage of his budget bill.
I think we have unbelievable unity. I think we're going to get everything we want.
The legislation makes permanent the tax cuts passed during his first term and includes a campaign promise to eliminate taxes on tips and overtime pay. It also increases spending on defense and border security. To offset those cuts, there are federal spending cuts to Medicaid, food stamps, and clean energy subsidies, although the president insists Medicaid will mostly remain intact.
The only thing we're cutting is waste, fraud, and abuse. With Medicaid, waste, fraud, and abuse.
The president warned Republicans against opposing the legislation, but his visit failed to sway several holdouts, including lawmakers concerned the spending cuts don't go far enough.
The president called for eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid, and we have not eliminated waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid this bill.
A senior administration official says President Trump told members not to let SALT impede the bill. That's the deduction for state and local taxes that some moderates representing high property tax districts want to see raised.
We will continue the dialogue with the leadership, but as it stands right now, I do not support the bill.
House Speaker Mike Johnson acknowledged the hurdles ahead with the Republicans' slim majority.
Nothing in Congress is ever easy, especially when you have small margins, but we are going to land this plane and deliver this.
He says he wants a vote by Thursday before lawmakers depart for the Memorial Day break.
Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson is facing renewed scrutiny from House Republicans over everything from campaign violations to technical problems with a state-run website. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has the latest from Lansing.
Earlier this year, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson held a press conference in a government building to announce her candidacy for governor. On Monday, Attorney General Dana Nessel concluded a review, determining the action violates Michigan's Campaign Finance Act.
We're going to look at all of the tools that we have at our disposal to decide exactly how to handle this violation of the law.
In a letter to Benson, Nessel says her office has no authority under state law to impose civil or criminal penalties, saying the legislature is in control of making any changes to enforcement. But that's not the only issue lawmakers are watching.
This website still does not work. It was so bad we had to extend the filing for a month.
The House Election Integrity Committee is still pressing Benson's office to release full election training materials, and House Republicans claim key information is still missing. At the same time, a malfunctioning financial disclosure website managed by tech contractor Tyler Technologies forced lawmakers to extend filing deadlines.
We're trying to hold Tyler Technologies and Secretary of State Benson accountable.
The Department of State has already paid out $3 million of its $9 million contract, but just today announced it's pausing payments moving forward.
The House Oversight Committee has begun investigating this website and Jocelyn Benson's selection of this website. It's a total mess, and they're going to continue investigating it.
As investigations continue, lawmakers say they're not just questioning the vendor, but also how Secretary Benson's office chose them in the first place. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
The Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency has brought the 2025 Michigan Veterans Leadership Summit to Marquette, offering a hand to UP veterans as well as others throughout the state. WZMQ's Andrew Hands visited the first day of the summit and brings us the details.
Each year, the Michigan Veterans Leadership Summit welcomes veterans of all branches together to guide them through their available resources. The summit offers networking opportunities for veterans to discuss challenges as well as numerous panels throughout the day, presenting on things like education, employment, and mental health benefits for those who have served.
So this is mostly educational on what the current programs, initiatives, and resources are available in the state across the different pillars in the veteran space.
Rounding out day one was the celebration of 2 Veterans of the Year. Mike Flagman Bowen was recognized for his years of dedication towards those missing in action, running a mile for each soldier who has paid the ultimate sacrifice. Over the last 43 years, he has ran almost 80,000 miles, all with a POW MIA flag in hand. And Jim Provost, who has worked with the Marquette County Department of Veterans Affairs for over 20 years, aiming to help as many veterans as he can while helping himself as well.
Anytime I can talk to anybody and it helps one veteran, that's what it's all about. So if you do it enough times, you help a lot of veterans. That's what I like to do. It's my help to me too.
The Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency says to check in on loved ones or friends who have served, making sure they're aware of the many available resources to them.
You don't know what you don't know in the veteran space, and those who work in this space every day really end up kind of hyper-focused on what it is that they're doing. And so we like to keep them educated, and if they don't have the answers, then they can utilize our Veteran Resource Center, our 1-800-MISH-VET group of folks that can answer any question.
The summit will continue tomorrow morning with more speakers throughout the day. In Marquette, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
A manhunt in Louisiana is entering its 5th day after 10 inmates escaped from a New Orleans jail early Friday morning. As of last night, 6 of the men were still at large. Katie Weiss shows how police are using facial recognition cameras to aid their investigation.
4 days after a brazen jailbreak in New Orleans, Louisiana State Police posted this photo on social media, announcing the arrest of Gary C. Price, bringing the total to 4 apprehensions so far. 6 remain on the run, and police are relying on technology that may already be helping. New surveillance video with facial recognition shows 2 inmates, including Kendall Miles, walking down tourist Central Bourbon Street hours after breaking free. Miles was arrested roughly an hour later. He was found hiding under a car. But sources tell CBS News there was a delayed response after changes were made last month to the camera's alert system, changes the city allegedly requested over misidentification concerns.
We need those cameras.
Attorney General Liz Murrell supports the cameras, managed between state police and a nonprofit called Project NOLA.
Those cameras are enormously beneficial tools, and I think you can see in the reality of that having played out in this situation.
But the ACLU claims the cameras lack oversight and raise civil rights concerns.
Witnesses are under threat right now. I think we do everything that we can to bring these people back in.
Murrell is leading the investigation into who may have helped the 10 inmates escape.
One of the questions that I think is on a lot of people's minds is just where were the guards?
You know, so that's all part of our investigation. Nobody wanted this to happen, but if it can take us to a better place and a more secure facility, I think that's good.
And over the weekend, the governor transferred all State Department of Corrections inmates out of this prison here behind me to go serve their time somewhere else. Meanwhile, the New Orleans City Council is meeting to discuss whether or not budget problems are partially to blame for the security breakdowns here.
Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, students from the Delta Schoolcraft Intermediate School District are working to build a new home in Manistee. And a UP influencer is clearing the air as he plans to develop what he calls a luxury retreat at Agate Falls. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out with the crowd.
Buy me some Tigers game.
Wish me luck.
Prize is up to $500,000.
So let's root for the Tigers if they don't win.
I won!
1, 2, 3.
Free new ways to play. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go.
3, 2.
For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our
She's fair.
Untrue, Your Honor.
What, you're going to have your turn.
She's inquisitive.
What in the world led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. We're going to continue to see the same kind of conditions we've been seeing for the week so far. Cloudy, chilly, a little bit breezy. That's going to be for your 7 a.m. through 3 p.m. here. The bus stop, pickup, and drop off both going to be cloudy and breezy, so make sure the kiddos have those jackets. We won't really need the rain gear. We will have a few showers to maybe dodge before Memorial Day weekend, but for the most part, we're going to continue to see overcast skies, and winds will be from the north, so that will contribute to those cooling temperatures here. And we're going to continue to see this low pressure system kind of scoot through Minnesota and Wisconsin, so a few showers could clip the Upper Peninsula here. It's going to want to push up in here, but really what the result of this is going to be is cloudy skies and those northern winds and the cold. That's really the theme. And when we look past that, past Memorial Day weekend, we are expecting a little bit warmer of temperatures here, but here's a few little drops that want to happen out to Ironwood here for your Thursday afternoon. Again, this is the main contributor to the chill here. Winds from the north about 10 to 15 miles per hour, especially along Marquette up to Houghton here. Could have wind gusts up to 25, maybe 25 or 30 miles per hour here. This is really through midweek and the rest of the week before Memorial Day weekend. So we've been saying it, start planning the Memorial Day weekend plans outside, because we're gonna start to have recovering temperatures here near 60 degrees for your Sunday. Lots of sunshine here. Memorial Day itself, nice and sunny with high temperatures still near 60 degrees. So when we get to Thursday, Friday, things will start to be on the up and up. Conditions will clear up. We'll have sunny skies here, warmer temperatures. So if we were to pick and choose the chilly and cloudy conditions, we'll take it now, because Memorial Day, I know everyone would prefer to have sunny skies here. Get out and fish, get the tea times, get the barbecue going. We're all good on that front. And again, looking past this 6 to 10 day outlook, a few days ago we were looking at this and there was lots of blue here. So now we're kind of changing directions here, and we're going to start to be in a warming trend, slightly above average temperatures, kind of beyond our 7-day here. So for tomorrow, we're not quite there yet. We're still going to see a few 40s here, 48 for Marquette for the high temperature. Eagle Harbor still 48 degrees. That's going to be kind of when the northern winds are in effect. So Escanaba, Iron Mountain, Menominee, you might have a few showers, cloudy skies, and slightly warmer here into the mid to upper 50s. And we'll see lots of 50s on the 7-day too, still seeing breezy conditions to round off the week. A few scattered showers just ahead of Memorial Day weekend, but we know Memorial Day weekend looking nice and sunny here. For our Monday, the sun comes out and even more sunshine past Memorial Day on your Tuesday near 60 degrees.
Kelly, thanks again. New affordable houses are coming to Manistee in the next few years, and it's thanks in large part to students from the Delta Schoolcraft Intermediate School District. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons explains.
There's obviously a shortage of homes in the UP, and one of our great learning experiences for our kids is to be able to build a house.
10th through 12th grade CTE students studying building trades celebrated the groundbreaking of the first of 3 affordable homes on Otter Street.
We're intending to have the first home here, and then the next home right there, and then the next home further down. Over the next 6 years, we should have 3 finished homes on these 3 lots. It'll be a really cool opportunity for them to have the entire process from the whole to handing over the keys.
Invest UP's Build UP program provided $200,000 for the ISD to purchase the property, and Grover Real Estate helped to locate the ideal site.
I was really thrilled to be involved as a part of what I like to do with my time as a volunteer, just be involved in the community. Of course, love to see the kids have an opportunity to learn from a great team of leaders that they've assembled here.
The project aligns with the county's resiliency plan, led by Schoolcraft Tourism and Commerce and its workforce development attraction and affordable housing initiatives.
It definitely took the whole community, people from different parts, putting this together. We are just thrilled to have it happen. It's solving an issue of needing more homes, and those homes that are affordable for the working class.
And students are getting firsthand experience on a job site.
We've been learning a lot about how to conduct ourselves in the workforce, and obviously how to do the things that you need to do when you're in the workforce, drills, chop saws, all that.
The goal is to have students on the property every day.
In inclement weather and in good weather, so they can see what the trade looks like in real life, because in real life, if it's raining, you still go to work. What might take a building crew a week, it might take us 3 weeks, but we're hoping that as we go, we can get better at the process as well.
Learning skills they can take with them after high school and making a positive contribution to their community.
It's really exciting. I think it'll really help our community and some of our homeless population, and be a really good opportunity to teach some of our students about careers they might want to go into and stuff like that.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Manistee.
Some of the land surrounding Agate Falls in Ontonagon County has been sold to a private individual who has high hopes for its development. Our own John Truitt spoke to the new owner about his plans for the property.
When Cameron Asom purchased 24 acres adjacent to Agate Falls near Trout Creek, he never thought he would become involved in a war of words. Soon after he announced his plans for Firefly, a small cottage development, several falsehoods started appearing on social media. Asom wants to set the record straight.
People are upset that I was allegedly cutting off public access to the public waterfall, which is not true. The reason I bought this property is because it has access to the falls. There's tens of thousands of tourists that walk by every single year.
His property will in no way impact people's ability to access the falls. An easement owned by the state exists to ensure the public's access to the falls. It protects Agate Falls and the trails leading to them.
It's owned and maintained by the DNR, and from the easement down to the river, for the most part, is owned by the DNR and then the state.
At the urging of his attorney, Asom put up no trespassing signs around the small parking lot closest to the falls, an area that has always been owned privately. Asom plans on constructing 6 geodesic dome cottages on the site, a move he believes will help commercial activity in the area.
And just give folks that are walking through here anyway the chance to stay here for a couple days and go visit local vendors and eat at different restaurants and bars and stuff.
Locals we spoke to are excited about the new venture.
Purchasing this property doesn't change the access to the public part of the waterfall. There's a public parking, there's a public path, there's a public everything, and it's just a matter that somebody owns this property now, and we just need to park in a different spot.
In Trout Creek, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Mike Ludlam has your sports highlights after the break. He'll break down the matchups in some high school tennis action. That's coming up after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
I had a brain aneurysm in the year 2000 here. No one was going to hire someone that had a disability or whatever. I went through a program here at Goodwill well over 20 years ago, and they hired me as soon as I was able to come back to work. They hire many people with disabilities and stuff and get them back into the workforce. My favorite thing I work at Marquette Goodwill is just interacting with the people. It's great atmosphere here and great people here. Goodwill treats everyone really good. It's like a second chance almost, I was going to say. It really gets you back on your feet.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go here, surf's up, here, woo, and here.
Get a new 25 gas-powered Corolla or any new Camry with 4.99 APR financing. Lease a Corolla from $219 a month or Camry from $289 a month.
Your summer starts here and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. The Great Northern Conference boys tennis meet had its usual wind from the north on a cloudy day this afternoon in Marquette. We'll start with the first singles final. Marquette's Chase Thompson is in the far court. Kingsford's Gavin Moore is in the near court. I thought Moore was going to make a move toward the net, but Thompson forced him back. And a couple of shots later, it will be Thompson coming to the net. Moore has a chance to pass him, but unable to do so twice. And Thompson with the forehand volley for the point. On the next point, Thompson gets his first serve in, but a nice deep return by Moore puts the ball nearly on the baseline. Thompson's following shot's a little short. Here comes Moore, and that's going to be a forehand winner cross court. A close match, Thompson the winner, 6-4, 7-5. Over at second doubles, Marquette's Lucas Belkowski and Connor Henry are in the far court against Escanaba's Adam Prey and Caden Fulsher. Everything was going Marquette's way in this set. Here's the shock absorber volley for the point, and Marquette's duo of Belkowski and Henry go on to win this one 7-5 and 6-0. On the scoreboard, Marquette had 5 champions, Kingsford had 3, and the Sentinels won 36-33 with Escanaba, West Erin County, and Gladstone rounding out the top 5. Mid-Peninsula Conference down the road in Negaunee, and for the 14th year in a row, the Miners take the MPC title with 48 points, winning all 8 divisions. Westwood was second, followed by Ishpeming and Iron Mountain. A Negaunee High School hockey player will continue his sport with the Connecticut Junior Rangers in Stamford, Connecticut. Aiden Miles had an impressive senior season at forward, scoring 61 points in 24 games. He holds Negaunee records for career goals, 100, and total points, 162. He also owns single season records for goals, 43, and points, 66. The Connecticut Junior Rangers belong to the United States Premier Hockey League, a Tier 3 group, and the Eastern Hockey League, which plays at the Tier 2 level. Conference track and field meets today in the West Pack on the girls' side. Negaunee won with 210.5 points. Houghton was second. For Negaunee, Sadie Rogers took the 100, 200, 100 hurdles and a relay. Kira Waterman the 800 and a relay. Houghton's Tessa Rauliola the 1600 and 3200. She won a relay and was fourth in the 800. Lily Ross the 400 a relay and second in the 800. For Westwood, Lexi Olson the high jump and the pole vault. On the boys' side, Houghton 20 points better than Negaunee, followed by Westwood, West Erin County, and Calumet. For the Gremlins, Luke Hill, the 800, 1600, and 2 relays. For Negaunee, Brady Maker, both hurdles, the high jump, and second in the 200. Calumet's Matthew Franti won the shot put and discus. The Copper Mountain girls track meet took place in Lake Linden, and the Lakes girls on top with 121, followed by Dollar Bay, Ironwood, Trout Creek, and Lance. For LLH, Emily Jokala, both hurdles, 100 and 400 dashes. Kira Erickson at Dollar Bay, a high jump and a relay, and second in another relay. Ironwood's Aubrey Smith, 1600, 3200, and second in the 800. And for you in Trail Creek, Bree Beston in the 800 and 2 relays. Bessemer was third, followed by Dollar Bay and Chassell. On the boys' side, I should say now on the boys' side, it was a good day for Lakeland and Hubble as they won with 136. Ironwood was next. Then it was Bessemer, Dollar Bay, and Chassell for the Lakes. They only won 2 relays, but had a whole bunch of individual seconds. Ironwood's Talon Hughes, 100, 200, and 110 hurdles. Bessemer, Bryce Martin, high jump, a relay, second in the 100. And Chassell's Calvin Kidder, the usual 800, 1600, and 3200. The GNC girls track meet, it was Gladstone, 13 points better than Marquette. For the Braves, Lauren Sundquist, 102 relays. Ella Brackett, 200, 400, and 2 relays. Christy Carl, 100 hurdles and high jump. Maggie Carl tied her sister in the high jump and won the pole vault. Marquette's Ella Fury, 1600, 3200, second in the 800. And for Escanaba, Alicia Mabey won the 800, a second and a third in other distance relay races. For the boys, holy cow, Marquette 207 points. That's just criminal. Well, the Sentinels won all but 3 events. Jacob McPhee, 200 and 402 relays. Drew Bradley, 100 pole vault in the relay. Kyler Sager, long jump in a relay. Aaron Hughes, the shot put and discus for Gladstone. 2 Escanaba High School graduates had success in their first Big Ten rowing championships in Indianapolis. Ava Getzloff was on the 3rd varsity 8 boat for Michigan State that finished 5th in that division's grand final. Meanwhile, Adriana Getzloff came in 4th in the 2nd novice 8 grand final for the University of Michigan. The Wolverines finished 3rd as a team. MSU came in 8th as a team. The 14th Annual Island Resort and Casino Championship returns to the Sweetgrass Golf Club in Harris in June. It will be 1 week earlier than usual this year, June 20th through the 22nd. And now they're going to have something called the Pure Michigan Cup. Let's let the people explain that one.
ADC jumped on board and said, yeah, we'd love to support it, and came up with the idea of the Pure Michigan Cup, and we're going to award a $20,000 bonus pool. Players have to play, to be eligible, have to play in all 3 events, and it's based upon their finish. The points they accumulate at each event will be added up at the end, with the end being here, to determine who the top 3 finishers are, and then we'll award the bonus money to those top 3 players.
We're growing here as a resort, and we have a new convention center where we're going to have our first dinners there for this. We have a new pro shop the players are going to check in and out of. We have a spa, and we're building a 3rd golf course. So we change, right? And we kind of have to adjust it to the players.
Sweetgrass last year was my first time playing, and also the first cut that I made as a professional. And so it's a very memorable place. It's sort of what started my career in many ways. The start to this season, I had a rough start. I missed all 3 of my first cuts. And then in this next swing that I just had, I made some money, and then I just qualified for the U.S. Open. So I feel like we're making maybe a turn.
To place them based on their golf experience. So if they have a lot of experience and they want to be involved in scoring and being a cart driver, you know, obviously those are the positions that we fill first, because they're vitally important to make sure that the experience is a very positive one for all the golfers.
This year, the top 15 money winners during the season will get their LPGA cards for next year. And we will be right back.
Fox Marquette Subaru is bringing you great deals every month all year long. From now through May at Fox Marquette Subaru. Purchase a 2025 Subaru Outback with 3.9% APR for 63 months. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
This is extreme crime.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
We were operating against ghosts, and ghosts are tough to find.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
The greatest sportsmen and women. Icons of our time and beyond. Timeless quality, Superbly crafted stories showcasing the greatest sports heroes and their incredible winning moments. The Immortals, the greatest athletes of all time.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Get road trip ready with a free vehicle inspection at Fox Marquette Subaru, now through May. We'll check tires, brakes, fluids, and more to keep your adventures smooth and safe. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Don't get discouraged by the chilled and the cloudy skies. Like I said, Memorial Day going to have lots of sunshine and recovering temperatures. So tomorrow we'll still be into the 50s for most of the Upper Peninsula. Menominee, you might have a few showers scoot on by as that low pressure system continues to move through Wisconsin. And if you want something to look forward to, 31 days until June 20th, which is the summer solstice, where that normal high temperature will be into the 70s. But for now, we still have to deal with a few 40s and 50s and a few showers here just ahead of Memorial Day weekend. Mostly sunny just in time for the weekend. Saturday into the mid-50s. We'll kind of take the same conditions through the rest of the weekend and into Memorial Day week here. Monday, Memorial Day, partly cloudy skies. Get those plans, get the barbecues going, and the sunshine continues into Tuesday near 60 degrees.
Kelly, thanks again. And Mike, I know you got a couple more highlights. Close one for the Tigers tonight.
Yes, after not a very good game last night.
Form a really good team, and there's a lot of consistency.
You see Jake Rogers back in the lineup for the Tigers. Kerry Carpenter would homer on a fly ball to right field, and that would get the Tigers instantly ahead, 1-0. The big night, Riley Green had 4 RBI, an RBI single in the first inning. He also had a 2-run homer in the third, and the Tigers hang on to win this one by the count of 5-4. In fact, Green had an RBI double in the ninth to win the game. Milwaukee defeated Baltimore tonight by the score of 5-2.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and thank you all for watching. We'll do it again tomorrow.
May is Maytag Month at Kirkish Furniture. It's the biggest sale of the year all month long on all Maytag major appliances. Buy 2 select laundry appliances and get up to $100 in bonuses. May is Maytag Month at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.